Hey guys, it's Lauralee. I'm the interpretive intern here at Bastrop and then at Fisher State Park just down the road. I'm joined by Ranger Madeline.
Hi guys.
She's the interpreter here. And today we're going to be showing you how to use an MSR water filter, as well as how to purify your water with aqua mirror drops. Both are really important for backpacking because a lot of times, especially like in Texas, you come to these places where you really need water, and there's very few places that have it in Texas. So being able to have something that you can use to filter out that water and purify it so you can safely drink it and not have to carry as much is amazing. So right here, as I mentioned, it's MSR filter. It's a microfilter EX. They make all different kinds. This guy right here has a ceramic filter. And it filters out bacteria. There are some that you can get that also filter out viruses. Just a little bit more expensive. Showing you how to use this. This right here is the hose. And you point this down into whatever water you're wanting to collect from. And I really suggest going to a place that has some nice running water already. That way, it is already acting a little bit like a filter. If you see right next to these rocks, it's just pouring out. Right now we're in Alum Creek. Very nice. I believe it's partially spring fed. Yeah, so this water's pretty nice and clear. We want to do it here versus if you pan over here where it's really stagnant. A lot of different particles that you'd have to filter through. Which you could if this was the only option you had near you to filter, but going somewhere where you have it nice and running clear is a better option for you.
So clear moving water versus stagnant water.
Exactly.
If you can.
Yes. So how this works, and I'll show without the bottle at first. You put it there, and then coming up here, this acts as a pump. You can think of like the pioneer people that had their water pump. You just hold the handle, do a couple of little pushes. You hear that suction? And you see right here, there we go. Starts to fill up in this little cylinder right here. See that? And whenever I push, the water comes through this ceramic filter, is filtered, and then comes out the end. So this water right here is free of bacteria. And you can put this on a Nalgene or other wide mouth bottle like this. Also a dromedary bag works for this. MSR makes a dromedary bag that I showed in the gear video, where it has the same little connection point like this. Makes it really convenient. So all you have to do is go just like that. You can see it starting to fill up. And in addition to getting water, you're getting a nice workout. You can kind of see that common thread with backpacking.
This is just one of the filtration systems. And how much does this one weigh for backpacking?
I would estimate between the filter, the tube, and the packaging you usually carry it in, it'd be probably about 2 pounds.
2 pounds. So that's one of the bigger filtration systems. It's a little bit heavier, more expensive one. Sawyer squeeze. So it's a little pouch that has an attachment, and you fill up the pouch with water, and then you put that little attachment on it, and you can use it as like a water bottle. So it'll have the filtration system that attaches to the top, and then it'll have like a little spout on the top that you can like drink from like a water bottle, or you could squeeze that into one of these water bottles.
It's really lightweight and it can be folded up and compacted, as you can see here. So the Sawyer Squeeze is a less expensive, smaller option for you compared to the MSR microfilter that I've been displaying in the video.
I think this is probably good for now. You can just see it didn't take too long. And we have about 800 milliliters, so almost a full liter of water. We recommend, at least in Texas summers, to be drinking 1 quart or up to 1 liter for every hour you're hiking. A lot of these videos I reference hiking or backpacking in the winter in Texas because that's, I feel like, the best time, the safest time. So we probably want to need to drink it 1 liter per hour, but still having, you know, up to 10 liters of capacity for a 5-day trek, or 5 liters of capacity for a 2 or 3 day is really important. So just keeping that in mind for water measurements. And now moving on to purification, part A and a part B. And these are great because they don't weigh very much, and you can include them in your little sack with your water filter. And they take about 15 minutes with a couple of drops each to be able to purify your water.
To give you a little bit of background about the Aquamira drops, they are made out of chlorine dioxide. They weigh 1 ounce each. So for part A, it's 1 ounce, and part B, it's 1 ounce. And they treat bacteria such as cholera, salmonella, E. coli, and protozoa like the notorious Giardia and Cryptosporidium.
So, reading the instructions for part A.
This is why filtering beforehand is really important, because if you were to, let's say, take your Nalgene and put it in the stream and then purify from there, you're purifying the water inside, but you aren't taking out the bacteria and protozoa that would be on the lid or the outside of the container, which you may be getting into your mouth or onto your hands. So this is a potential contamination problem, and something that leads to a lot of hikers just filtering beforehand and then purifying as like a second layer. One way to avoid this, if you do not want to filter and just use purification drops, is to bring some sort of cup that you know is your contaminated cup, where you can fill that up and pour it into your bottle, making sure not to contaminate any of the outside.
I'm letting it mix around in there. Juices have activated. So now we're going to be putting it inside of our Nalgene with the filtered water. And then we wait 15 minutes and enjoy the view. This boy is ready to drink. And that's it. That's my water purification and filtration system.
Today we covered the MSR MiniWorks EX microfilter, the Sawyer squeeze, Aquamira drops, and all 3 of these treat for bacteria and protozoa. And there are many other options of filters and purification out there, so make sure to do some research.